Prairie Scraps, and I'm crooked, so I'm going to help you out a little bit. Thank you for joining me. We're here on Prairie Scraps on YouTube and on Facebook Live. If you don't see that little red button up there, it's opposite. I can't do it. There or there. It's on both sides, I guess. If you don't see that little red button, then you're watching on the replay. So put hashtag replay for me so I know you joined in on all the fun. It's cold. It's like 25 degrees and it's noon. So, you know, thanks to that. Winter. Winter. Chicken dinner, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I am doing the backs. Today is day 10 of a 30-day challenge, and I'm trying to go live every day. I took a day off yesterday, so I apologize. I was exhausted. We had our Thanksgiving service, which means that we stood up at the altar and sang for the entire hour and a half or more, because I actually ended up leaving early because we had company. So, and then company all afternoon, which we made lunch for, and boy, by 4 o'clock, I was like, I can't move. So I apologize, but I kind of apologize, not kind of apologize, because isn't that what having your own business is about, is being able to do it your own way. And I figured we are already behind not doing it every day of November, and so here we are. So it's 25 degrees out here in Idaho. It is not really sunny, but it's not overcast either. I don't know. The sun isn't out in droves, and actually it's okay in my little camper here with my little heater. Oops, I turned it off. Shame on me. It's okay, but it is a little on the chilly side. I guess it's chilly because I turned it off. So that's that. So today for our day 10 of our 30-day craft challenge, which I am doing with my team, which is a lot of fun to do because I love the fact that I get to connect with other people who are like-minded. So if you're a crafter and want to join in or just follow along, please come back here. Make sure that you follow me and maybe save this for later so you can watch all the goodies. So I'm going to be using these house cutouts, and you guys know me. If you've watched any of these before, I've been doing a lot of double sides. And this one, I hadn't gotten to the back side. I had just gotten the Christmas side done. These are the Christmas transfer that is on this side. And so I wanted to do a general everyday on the opposite side of these so that I could display, if someone, I want to get it done for my, honestly, I want to get it done for my craft fair. But that being said, I want to make sure that I get, you know, if somebody wants to display it, they will want to go ahead and do it. I'm just, sorry, I'm trying to decide what to do. I'm actually thinking about, wonder where I have it. I might have it in my closet. I'm thinking about doing our farmhouse patterns on one, because I'm looking at these and I know I've done them before and they're not super. So the other side, I'm kind of wanting to do them in the same color scheme maybe, or a little bit. So there's gold in that shimmer. What is it? Shimmer something. Not splash. Something or other. Shimmer something. So I'm trying to decide what exactly to do on the opposite side. I don't have to do patterns on every single one, but maybe I'll stick with these. I don't know. So this is the cutout, house cutout trio patterns. And then there's a holiday one as well. So go back if you want me to tag you on that. I can tag you on it. I'm going to do this, I think, in gold. Do it in gold. I wish I had one of those. If you ever get a gold shimmer, it's actually gold shimmer. It's got glitter in it. If you ever get a, ooh, that wasn't sticking at all, was it? This one's going to be a gently laid, I guess. So fun weekend. Good to see old friends. Not old friends. They're not old. We're old, but it's been a long time since we've seen them. They used to live here and were coming through, so that was fun to see them. Let's see. Oh, and babies. Everybody we had over has a little baby, and of course we don't, but we have a grandbaby, so it's fun, and we had toys, and you know, we're not quite baby proof, but somewhat baby proofed. That's for sure. At least our stove is. I'm just adding a little water. My gold shimmer. See that? That's how it looks, but it's a little on the thick side, I think. And I'm pretty sure when I shut this up, I actually did add some water to it because it was thick the last time I used it. So we're going to start with this one. I'm trying to decide. I did use the blue on this. I don't necessarily want this to be Christmassy. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. We don't know. We don't know what we're going to do yet. Put this aside. I was using that to make pine cone ornaments. That was my last day 9, I think. Day 9 craft challenge. So it's been so fun seeing what people make. And oh my goodness, a couple of my upline is at Pinners in Arizona. So that was pretty exciting to see all the fun things they were making. They were at Pinners, not working at Pinners, attending, which would be very fun. Pinners ever comes to your area, I highly suggest it. That already kind of shifted. So I'm going to try not to go in a different angle. Just go from that direction and stick with it. Even though it looks crooked. Hopefully that won't be too much of a bother. I was hoping that by using the gold on here as the background, I might be able to use the lettering on it. I love putting patterns on things, but sometimes I'm like kind of confused. Like, what do I do for the rest of it? You know what I mean? Like I'm not good at matching things. I'm always like, whoa, is that matching? All right, I think this shifted a little at an angle, so I'm hoping it doesn't look too bad. So, did you all see the club transfer on the red pedestal? Oh my gosh. My daughter made that with her club transfer this month. It is so, so cute in reds and pinks. And I think she said, I can't remember what the green was, but all right, here we go. Same one. Last little area here. This is crafting happening at... It's all a surprise, right? It's all a surprise. That's okay. It's all an adventure. Just never know. It's just crafting. It's all fixable. So we'll see how we did. We'll see. Hopefully this isn't too crooked where it bothers your eyes. That would be annoying. I don't want to do that. I have, you know, like some of these shapes, you can paint them before you start, but I have to tell you that when I've painted them, I've not been as happy as just using the white background. So goes to show that doing the simple thing is probably the easiest thing. So, all right, we're gonna put the lid on that. Hopefully this is okay. Looking good, not too bad. I can tell it's a little crooked, but I don't think it's too bad. So I'm gonna put this back on here. I'm just gonna wash that with water. These are reusable transfers. It's kind of cute, isn't it? Isn't that cute? Not too bad. It is a little crooked, but I think it'll be okay. So far, that one could actually... Oops, I hope I didn't get gold paste all over. I have it all over my fingers. We'll see. We'll see. All right, what else are we going to do? Leave your worries at the door. I had gold and that blue shimmer on the other side. I know that the background for that is way too busy, so that's why I'm kind of hesitating. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just do some sanding here on this one. I'm going to use an old piece of cardboard to sand onto, so it sort of stays in one spot and doesn't go into all my painting stuff. You know, trying to avoid the mess, but I'm not always great at it, as you guys know. So these come painted this white with the wood grain. They're wood stand-ups. They're shelf sitters. They totally sit up on their own, which is really super cool. And so I'm just going to rough this one up because I kind of just like them roughed up. I think that'll add to the, because I'm just going to use the saying on this one, and I think that'll just add to the look of it, if that makes sense. And I might try to find something like to wrap around and bow on the back and that will match this side. We'll see. You see how that looks different? So this is one that's not been sanded. Can you see the difference? Oh, there it is. So these come unsanded, but I really happen to like a lot the roughing it up, making it look just a little worn, gives it a little character, a little roundedness, texture, whatever. All right. Sanding is a nice thing too. Is a nice tool too if you like mess something up a little bit. I'm gonna use this wipe. Put that down there. Kind of wipe this off so we can that actually kind of brings out that wood around the edges. Can you see that? I went kind of hard around the edges, but I like it. All right, I think I'm just going to go with the saying, and I need to find that blue shimmer. The best way to get things centered is to hold them up to the light, I think, if you can get it. Right, I'm just going to put that down. See if we can find our blues. So, Black Friday sales, they're happening. Black Friday, if you have not already checked it out, they dropped today. There's some great options that are in the world. I got everything all tousled up here. Oops, not the brown. Some oldies, some that I haven't, some transfers, they're up to 50% off. Some transfers that I actually have never even seen or haven't really even had an opportunity to purchase. Maybe I've seen them used along the way, but haven't actually purchased them or had the opportunity to purchase them. So this is green and yellow. It is going to be the last place I look. The last. It's just the way it goes, right? Just the way it goes. All right, of course, here's the blue. All right, we got it. I can tell you now what color it is. It's Shimmer Moonlight. And it's got gold shimmer in it. Gold flecks in there, which makes it really pretty. I have to find something. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a gold ribbon around it. I don't know. I don't want this to look too Christmassy, so I'm hoping it won't, just because I did the other side. Usually when I do shapes, I do like to go out from the center. That kind of keeps it more in place. I don't know. I don't know if it's the right way. There's really no right or wrong. If you can spread butter, you can definitely do chalk couture. It's so easy peasy. That's what I love about it. It looks nice and it's quick and easy. And even the couple of projects I've had that lately that don't turn out. If you guys been watching my craft challenge, I don't know if this pushes me over the edge or what, but I've ruined some projects lately. But that's okay. That's part of the fun, right? It's trying to figure it all out. All right. I'm just going to set that aside. I did make a goober there, so I'll hold this up so you guys can see it when I take a look. Let's see. What does it look like? Leave your worries at the door. I think it's really pretty. Don't you? So pretty. I might take a gold ribbon and wrap it around. That'll give texture also to the other side. I'm going to set that one aside. All right. 2 down. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided. I might use that other one on this gold, but I'm letting it dry. And I do really, really like this one. So I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get this up. Oh, it was just a dry piece, I guess. I thought it was like actual paste sitting there. I think I'm going to do a little more sanding. I love, okay, so sand blocks are an issue here because we have like hardware stores and they're like $6 or $7 for a sanding block. Sandpaper isn't all that much cheaper, that's for sure, and it's hard to use, especially with arthritic, or I have carpal tunnel hands. So anyway, I was constantly looking, and then all of a sudden I discovered at our dollar something tree, they actually have sanding blocks and so far they have not put it up to the dollar something. It's still only $1 for sanding blocks. They sometimes though run out very quickly, so whenever I go, I buy like 5 or 6 at a time. I figure $5 worth of sand blocks, and that's what I love to use just because it's cheap. Kind of a cheap crafter. I like to do crafting on a budget, that's for sure. So I'm just going around the edges here, sanding it up just on this one side. I maybe should have done that other one. I'm going to set that aside. Hopefully we contained our sanding. Our sand. So pretty. Oops, got a little blue on there already. Messy. All right. Wash this up a little bit too, I think. Just get some of it up. I've got this out here. Kind of making a mess today, aren't we? Just a mess. So, lunchtime. I always do all this running around right now because my husband's got a broken foot, so I have to go at noon, pick him up from lunch, bring him home. We just are a few blocks away from his work, so it's handy. I'm not really, I'm happy to pick him up. And there's something on here, so I want to get it off. I don't know what it is. And then at 12:28, my daughter starts school at the public school for band. And so I have to drive her up to the school, which is on the other end of town, come back. 1 o'clock, I have to drop my husband back off at work to go back to work. And today he was kind of running. So I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been running around. I go, and at 9 o'clock in the morning, I pick up my other daughter from choir first thing in the morning. She rides the bus there, and then I pick her up, which is very handy. I'm very thankful for that. And unfortunately, her band is at the end of the day, and I just can't do so many trips. So anyway, the high schooler, then I'll pick her up again at 3:30 because it's way up there. It might be time for her to get her driver's license. I'm not going to lie. It just might be time. Oops, I'm pulling that up while I'm trying to hold. Sometimes these shapes, the transfers don't stick as well because they've got a lot of open spaces. And so it stays in one spot. That's why I said I like to go from the inside out. Seems to hold it down a little bit better. So anyway, she fell asleep on my 12-year-old while I was running everybody around. Actually fell asleep before I took her dad back to work. Before lunch was even served. We try to time lunch to be done about 11:30 so my 16-year-old can have lunch before she goes to school. And then she eats, and then dad comes home at noon, and the rest of us eat with him at noon. And then, anyway, it's a lot of running around. It's kind of crazy running around. All right. I used that blue. Oh, it's really pretty. I really think I like that so much. How much do you like that? Isn't that cute? All right. So cute. And this is a set of 3 blocks that come in this cutout set. I've got sandpaper. I could see it. It kind of got, oh, shoot. I stuck my fingers in it. Well, it's only in that one little spot. I only smeared it. See? I smeared the bottom end. I'm going to sand it after it's dry. I'm gonna wait. But anyway, I put these, not on this one, but this one has the doors and windows. They come with these little, like, basically one little piece for each one. I had an extra one of these shaped and used on there because I smeared some of the windows. And anyway, I'm kind of looking at that. I could do a little 3D wreath on there even. Or put a little bow on there. I'm thinking, oh, I am my own worst enemy. Honest to goodness. Okay, so this is the opposite side. Leave your worries. Just get it so you can get a picture of how that would look if you put it up. I think this is dry. Nope, not quite dry. Okay, so you could get a picture of how this looks. And if it were me, don't do it, right? I would do it like that. Right? Okay, so I'm so upset I made a mess of that. I'm going to dry this gold one. I've even got it on the side here a little bit. The nice thing is they are water soluble, so they do wash off. But that being said, anything like this blue really does, or black or red, they have a lot more pigment than the rest of the paste colors. You know, it's just the nature of those colors. So, okay, this one, I'm just going to lay it down so I stop chancing knocking it down. All right, so this gold one I'm going to dry. And I'm thinking about putting, I want this to be dry before I proceed. I'm thinking about putting some words on this one too. I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it. I'm trying to think. This one actually, I don't know if I have this color blue in a ribbon. I try to get that dry so I can use that sanding block. Anyway, so my daughter, I was telling you the story before I smeared it. My daughter fell asleep before lunch was served while I was away, so that was kind of interesting. But maybe I should find, I think I might try to find like the words home. I think that would be really pretty on this gold. What do you guys think? I think I might. Let's see what we got. I think there's, oh, that's, okay, leave your worries at the door. So I'm trying to decide, oh, there's home on here. Very good, very good. See, let me see, that's pretty dry. This, this little transfer, it's for the whole thing, but it has home, and I'm thinking about putting home right down here. I think that if you like this blue, this midnight color for your home decor, that you might actually enjoy this color all the time. That's what I think. That's why I'm doing this shimmer on the back side too. I'm so frustrated with myself. That was like perfectly done, and I just going to use a little tape to tape off the is where, because I just want to do the home and I don't want any boo-boos, because we're using that shimmer again, that blue, this midnight shimmer. Boy, I keep dropping little pieces of dried stuff everywhere. All right, you can actually put them back in and they will reconstitute into the rest. It won't be a problem. It's just, I'm dropping it everywhere. But if you get it wet on your surface, then you make a mess, and I've done that too, as you can imagine. All right, I'm not going to grab up those this time because I want to. So this is Shimmer Midnight. I wish I would put this on the top. Shimmer Moonlight, not Midnight, Moonlight. Shimmer Moonlight. And I'm just going to do home. I'm glad I put that there because I needed that. Ooh, itchy nose. Does that mean somebody's talking about me? So if you haven't checked out the deals on our Black Friday deals this week, they just dropped today. They're while supplies last. There's some old transfers that you have got to check out. Not because they're old, but because they haven't been available for a long time, because I haven't seen them. Please let me know. Just put BF down below and I will go ahead and get you the link to that to shop for that. And ooh, yikes. That M smeared. Do you see it? I'm a little sad. A little sad. What can we do? And like I said, this Moonlight is got more pigment. And it's taking off the gold with it, so. But I'd rather have a more clear M. I feel like I'm blind some days. Maybe it's just tiredness, I don't know. I couldn't sleep last night. My leg really, from standing that long, because we had an hour practice where I stood yesterday morning for church. I mean, I'm so thankful to, you know, I'm not really complaining. I'm tired because I couldn't sleep last night because my leg was really, really sore. All right. Trying to think what I could put home on. To fix it. Because I feel like I'm not going to like the fix. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm just not going to like the fix, maybe. I'm getting some white out. See if that'll help me. And I think I can use a little bit of gold too. So I'm going to make sure I have all the blue off of here. And I'm just going to use my tool to kind of go in here. Well, if you stuck it out this long, I guess you'll see another one of my projects kind of make a mess. Okay, so I think I actually kind of got that fixed up really lightly. Not in, do you see in the white area I have like blue smeared in there, but I got the gold portion kind of covered up. I'll make sure I have everything off because I'm thinking about just kind of nudging that gold in there. Thankfully the gold is not like, okay, it's not in a straight line, so that was helpful. All right, we're gonna shut that so it doesn't dry up. So anyway, I started because and then we had like an hour and a half I stood on my feet for service yesterday, and my leg is sore. It's like almost like having Charlie horse, but it's in the bone that I'm feeling pain. In the bone, not just not just like a regular Charlie horse where it's like the muscle. If that makes sense. This is in the bone and it hurt. It was just like sharp pains in the bone last night when I was trying to sleep, of course. Fine until I tried to sleep. I'm trying to get in there, but not with too, I would think I would have a brush this narrow. I might possibly use a small piece of, oops, I'm out of gumption here. I'm out of charge. Sorry about that if it stopped. Through here. Get that all on there. All right. Trying to fix this M. I don't know why it's smeared there. It just must not have been down or something. Because that blue is actually got a really nice texture to it. I really like it. That Moonlight, Shimmer Moonlight, that's the color. Oops. Little blue in my white. I don't know. I always see things that are smeared. Like, I guess I don't see it on other people's very much. So I'm noticing, and my daughters were noticing, when we were at this last vendor event at the bank, there's a lot of people making signs these days now all of a sudden. I've been making them for 4 years with this, but more than that, actually. That's how I found Chalk Couture. I was looking for a better way to make my signs because I was trying to use like Sharpies and, you know, printer paper. I print them off on the printer and I don't know. This is really working. I might just do like a 3D piece of paper maybe. Anyway, oops, now I'm putting those little white specks on my black skirt. Everything is washable. Let's see what we got here. Thought I had a piece of paper, scrap paper in here. Maybe not. Keep everything. Can't throw anything away. Just my style. Oh, I got cardboards down here even. This time around when I was packing up my, ooh, those are teeny tiny. When I was packing around my stuff, oh, maybe I stuck it. Here's a good thing to do. Oops. I'm dropping things. That is a mess. Warning, mess about to happen. I dropped my beads. Here's a novel idea. I stuck it, this is watercolor paper that I used for something else. I think I'm gonna do this. That blue almost matches, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna use the back side of the water. See if I can get this home. Or maybe I'll use a different word. Did I have home on something else? Love, Valentine kisses. Not that. Oh, these are Christmas. These are Christmas. We don't need those. Just looking for some. Here's a nice bold home. That's kind of big. That might be too big. I don't know. We will see. See if I can do it. I'm afraid to use that other one because I'd have to really wash it off well before I got it on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a new spot. And do a new home. We'll see how this goes. There's always a fix, right? It's all fixable. It's just crafting. So it's funny because I think a lot of people like to craft, but they shy away if you make a mistake or it doesn't turn out exactly how you wanted it to. And I can admit that I tend to be that way. I want things to turn out perfectly exactly how I wanted them. But also I think you have to just like let it go. Here we are. We're breathing through this. No cry, no tears no crying in crafting, right? No crying in crafting. This is supposed to be fun times. It's my theory. So it would be bad to, okay, this is our Feels Like Homes. This is a older transfer and that turned out really beautiful actually. Set that down there so I can wash it. Just plain water and one of our board erasers. How does that look? Pretty, isn't it? I'm gonna go ahead and use, and it'll match because it's white. But it's like okay to like let things go. Like that's the point of crafting, right? It shouldn't always be like perfect. Perfect. So, um, back to those transfers. There's some really fun transfers out. There's some I haven't even seen. There's a growth chart. If you like to do those board growth charts, those are out. Let me know if you want a link. Just put BF for Black Friday, and I will get you a link so you can go shopping. Just in the, well, you can add anything you want to it, but I'll send you a link directly to the sales because I like a good sale. What about you guys? Sales are my thing. I'm going to try to cut this straight. Do you think I can? I don't know. It might be chancy. I think I'm going to cut in closer because I don't want it that far out. My scissors is full of hot glue. Okay. Now, to cut the rest of it. So did you know you could actually chalk on paper? This is watercolor paper. It just is a little thicker. It's sort of like using, cut straight here, Dory. It's sort of like using cardstock, but cardstock is pretty smooth, and I like the texture of this watercolor paper just because it kind of soaks it up a little bit better, I think. All right, straightening it out, and then we're gonna try that. You think it's too big? What do you think? With this, what do you think? And this. And I'm gonna fix on that too. What do you guys think? Love to hear what you think. And I don't have my battery in here, so I'll have to glue that one on in a minute here after this. And I'll watch for the pictures. I'll post pictures. Actually, if you're not friends with me, feel free to friend me, Dory Jo Stowell. I love to meet new people, get connected, and then you can see what I do with this. I don't know, it's just, I'm going to have to go to one side, I think, with it. And then I'm thinking, okay, so this, I don't know if this is dry yet. It's pretty dry. I'm going to go ahead and grab my sanding stuff again. I think I'm going to end up grabbing my house transfer again, too. There it is. I'm just making a mess today, aren't I? Well, you know, life is life sometimes. Sometimes that's how our lives are, right? See, I'm going to go around all the edges as if I meant to do that, right? And be really heavy on this corner. And maybe this corner. Now this I can't wash off, so we'll have to just try to shake it off as best we can. And I'm seeing goobers on the outsides. Okay, see that? It just looks like it was supposed to be that way, right? And you just get the outside edges. I like it. I think it turned out really nice. I like it. Sure, it would be great if it turned out perfectly, right? But when it doesn't, I guess you just live and learn. Live and learn, right? All right, we got that. I got the home. Oh, I was gonna grab some gold ribbon. And I was thinking about going around this one with gold. And it's okay because this is the back side. I don't know why I have so much sawdust on that. No idea what happened. All right, so I'm gonna go around this on the top side here. And so it'll look just fine on the back side. And then just put a little gold ribbon around it. Do you guys, well, I was going to say, I don't really decorate with gold. It's not my favorite, but it is growing on me. I have to say that because it seems to be in everybody's fixtures. So I think, I always have like these doubts about doing, did I do the right colors? Okay, so there's just gives a little bit of depth to that. And then can you see I have it on this side? It's okay, right? I think it's really cute. I was actually kind of looking at this one and thinking, I don't know where my Christmas one is. And thinking I needed to go green, do that little wreath at the top. I think when I did this, I didn't realize the wreath could be done, and I did it on another door. I'm going to see if I can find it here. Got all the deer, trees. Oh, goodness. How far down could it be? Found it. It was on top. Here I am looking through all the transfers. I was going to grab the Christmas one and do some little fussing. Oops, the door opened. Spooky. Nope, that one doesn't actually work, I don't think. I was thinking, see how this is green, so that means it's not going to show color. I thought this little one would work on it, but I guess not. And neither does this one. So never mind. Never mind. I guess this one had home on it too. That one could work. Right? That one could work. But I think I've settled on this one. I'll just put that on there. And maybe, you know what I'll do? I'll hot glue that one on there. Oops, I don't want to smear that. I think what I'm going to do is just do a little gold bow right here on the edge so that it kind of ties everything in. I love this little thin ribbon. I usually find this at Christmas time in the wrapping stuff. It's more of a fabric. It's got a little bit of metallic in it, but I love using the small stuff for like making gnomes and stuff. Speaking of which, I need to make some gnomes. I have a event craft fair on Saturday. I'll be setting up on Friday. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that right there, just like that. Do you see it? Don't make a mess. See, so there's always a way to fix it. You can always make it 3D. I even have some like little cardboard structures that I found at a thrift sale. I'm going to put that right up in there, that little bow. All right. Well, oops. I guess I finished on the other one, but thank you so much for coming. Make sure you keep on crafting and let me know if you have any questions or would like to do shopping, because I would be happy to help you. But that is what we did today. I will glue this when I get in the house and post pictures on my Facebook page. So stay tuned for more. Oh, I will put it up on the title page as well on YouTube. So thanks for joining me and have a great day. Keep on crafting.